All right, so look, I saw this on X, and I really don't know. It's floating around a lot of different places, and it seems to be it's true because it's showing the actual footage of it. So Kamala actually did have a earpiece.
Oh, really? So they have backed that up with facts.
Right. Like you got the video. They got the videos and it's just circulating and it doesn't look like a tiny thing in ear. It looks like she actually was pressing on the earring. So that's one. And I want to just talk about some other stuff on here. But let's look at this clip.
All right.
It instantly got hot up in here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't change. There we go. That's perfect.
All right. So let's drop this clip.
All right, great people. So this is what
I wonder if that would be crazy if she is, if that is true. But in technology, on the government level, of course you're going to have certain kind of technology. So let me drop this clip real quick. Let me just play this. And then we're going to go off into some other.
Something like that. Oh, yes. Hi. Yes, I'm here.
And you can see she's holding the earring.
Okay, y'all need to talk about a recipe while you're checking. Is that okay?
Wow.
Look at it. And that's and the little programmer for the earring. I thought there was a cap when I saw this the other day.
If you do it
on the debate.
Nick, but a dry brine is easier.
Because I don't see anything else in her ear.
24 but 48 hours is best if you have the time. Make sure you guys get a fresh turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's being delivered
And so
tomorrow.
just lift 1 minute out. I have 1 minute.
Yeah.
Kosher salt, fresh ground pepper. Maybe chop up a little thyme. And then you can mix it even with, okay, so do the salt and pepper all over it, just lather that baby up, right? Because on the outside, in the cavity. You could also chop up, but not with the thyme, just the salt and pepper. Mix that up also with some thyme. You could even do a rosemary if you want. Under the skin with some butter before you're gonna cook it. So that butter will just melt in there. And then get a nice big bottle of cheap white wine to baste with butter. Yes, hi.
Okay.
Yes.
Yo, so I bet you this thing is, you could tell that it's on the earring and it might be like a little white cord coming up so it implants into the ear, and she can control it right here on the left. That's crazy. So we have to make sure that we have a candidate that you
have. Is that
have.
the only clip you have?
No, I have other clips.
Oh, okay.
And but look how fraudulent that looks. And then on top of that, I just saw this. I pulled this up today.
So wait, where was that? What was that for?
I don't know what interview that she did that on, but those are the same earrings that she used on the debate.
Oh wow!
It can see and even if she used different earrings, people wouldn't trust it. And I believe that's what is feeding into her ear and the conversation, because she can't hold one properly, so she needs professionals on the other end speaking to her.
So it's still alleged, though. It's. I mean, you see the video, but you don't know if that is particularly something that she did. We don't know specifically.
It's not specific, but we only seen the video footage.
So that
evidence.
makes it seem like it's plausible that she could have had something like that on.
Yes, it's a high possibility.
Right. Okay.
And also I saw this footage too that they said, she tells everybody she grew up in a middle class household and she grew up a certain kind of way, but then they said these are her homes, these are her growing up home. If your family came from a lot of money, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Your family come from a lot of money, that means that you're gonna steal houses. But she telling everybody like she grew up in Bowen homes. She's trying to make it seem like she grew up in a project.
Well, that's different. Bowen homes and something like that.
That ain't no middle class house.
You don't think so?
That ain't no middle class house. Look how big that house in San Francisco. Please, that house probably in her day. In her day, that house was probably 1.5. That house probably now would be worth the equivalent of maybe $10 million.
I don't know. I don't know.
That is not a middle class house.
Middle class versus upper middle class.
That's a high class, I'm rich house. I already have money.
I would have. Okay, I guess so. Okay.
Are you team?
No, I mean I'm just no, but I'm visualizing. I say okay, upper middle class, but if you look at some
look at the yard,
some guap homes. That's, I guess,
back in the day.
Okay, back in the day
in San Fran.
Okay,
look at that. And also I want to show. So when I was looking, I just wanted to be like, okay, I wanted to see what else people were talking about with her, and like, because Jaguar Wright has been coming out and talking about stuff too. So the lady is fraudulent. The lady is fraudulent. Look at the earpiece, look at the crib, and then I wanted to see what Jaguar Wright, because she's kind of come to conclusion and predicted several things that have happened. So they asked her a question, and listen to her answer.
Okay,
listen to the answer.
Let's hear what she has to say.
I would ever get to the point where I would sympathize with Donald Trump.
Damn.
But Trump really has my sympathy right now. Because for the first time, he really is telling the truth and nobody's listening.
Right.
Yeah, you speak things to existence and you know what's coming most of the time, right? Like, we know that. You've been on record saying about Diddy and all this stuff. Like, you just know what's going to happen. Who wins the election?
Hit pause.
What do you think?
Real quick. But no, that's not the first time he's telling the truth. He was telling the truth in 2016, the first time.
Well, you got to think because, and back then the people weren't listening.
Right.
So you have to think from her perspective, for somebody who probably was not listening. She was probably cool with the Diddy campaign, all this stuff back then.
So,
and then now she's coming to a more awakened. And so now it looks like telling the truth to her.
Right. So let's just be clear. No, it's not just the first time.
Well, he's been on point with it back then. Even though how he says it, it sounds like it's comical, but then there's actually truth to it.
Mm-hmm.
In my honest opinion, it has to be Trump.
Exactly.
It has to be. Because if we vote DNC, we're voting for liars.
Right, exactly.
So true.
It's just that simple.
That's right.
DNC is lying. Like, this shit ain't cute. This shit ain't cute, bro. The world is looking at us and they're laughing.
They are.
And no disrespect. Did Jasmine Crockett handle up on Marjorie Taylor Greene? Yes, she did.
She did?
But she sat there and she tried to validate a woman that she knows is not black. Joe Brown been talking Cash Money bullshit and nobody's put a gag order on him.
That's true.
Nobody's hit him with a cease and desist.
That's true.
Nobody's threatening him with defamation.
True.
Which means only one thing.
It's
He
the
ain't
truth.
lying.
Exactly.
You're right.
So if
Exactly.
he's not lying about her, why do we want her to be president?
Right, exactly.
All they're going to do is use everything about her against us. She's too busy f***ing everyone in the cabinet to run your country. That'll be the first thing they say. They'll attack her sexuality. Well, who do you got over there, Montel? Like, why do we want that? You want the black vote. You want the female vote. You want to inflame and enrage. Please vote for Kamala so the next time my daddy rapes me, I can get an abortion fast. I'm sorry, we're voting for that.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And no, thank
Michelle
you.
and Obama endorses. Biden endorses.
Yeah, well, Michelle, because she should have just ran. Like, we
but
need to
that's
vote for people
for
that
real.
want the truth in this country.
Exactly.
It's just that simple. If we want this country to be better, if we want it to get better, then we need to start voting for the truth. And what I can tell you this, for sure, I'm sorry, I don't think that Kamala Harris is an honest person.
Right.
Yeah, we will not be gaslighted.
I just don't think she's an honest person.
No.
I think if she really wanted to run on merit, she would stop pretending to be an African American and asking African Americans to pick her up and to carry her across the finish line.
Right.
When I already know a year from now, if she makes it, she's going to disappoint us and we're all going to be talking about her like shit. But then again, that's what they want us to do.
Correct.
Yeah, she comes out to Beyonce's Freedom. Freedom. And we're supposed to, fist in the air.
Exactly.
She's asking for freedom from Tutsi, not freedom from tyranny. The simple fact that you find anything in common with a witch,
Beyonce.
with a woman who was charged in court with practicing extreme
She was.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's your theme music? That
Wow. I didn't know
Then
that.
you bring another crazy bitch that we ain't even sure is all big to twerk.
Megan.
Halftime.
They insulted.
Twerk for America.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
the doing the whole twerk thing was with Megan was super insulting. As far as because that's not the way. All black people don't have to be entertained to show them what the facts and the proof of the pudding is. And as you go on to this, right?
Yep.
As you listen to this fraud and phony, but on a positive note, listen to like where you have other celebrities how they speak so positive about her and because it's the truth. Listen to what Cube said. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Americans love. Donald Trump is what Americans love. Donald Trump is what Americans aspire to be. Rich, powerful.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah,
Be how
that's
you want
America.
to be. That's kind of been like the
American way.
The American dream. He looks like a boss to everybody, and Americans love to have a boss. So, you know, that's his appeal to me.
And see, that's what.
But he's doing boss things. Not only does he look the part, he's walking it out, and that's the key.
And he's walking it out. He's completely walking out. And so
that's the key.
Other prominent people need to get on board. Q probably posted that clip. That if you could look at his face, he looked younger. He was a little slimmer. Then that was probably ain't nothing changed. He's still the same Trump.
Yeah.
And then this is how I feel about today's economy with Kamala and Biden in office. This is how I feel.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
I got beans and bologna.
And this is Harris's. That's
wow.
We in a different phase.
Yeah.
We're in a different era, and it's time to
for
people to go in and do different. I'm gonna keep telling black people.
Amen.
Vote for politics. I mean, vote for what they see. Look at what's going on in the world.
That's right.
Don't pay attention to what CNN do, but look at other sources, see what's going on in the world, and then listen to what this man say, and then look at what's going on. It matches. He ain't perfect. I wouldn't even want nobody who is perfect because I don't trust you. But the man saying what's going on, and he's backing it because stuff is happening.
But not only that, if you go back and look at him, from when he was younger, a younger businessman, he was talking about the same issues that were a problem then.
Yeah, that's still
an issue
to this day.
And he's coming in with a plan.
Yep.
He wants to be able to get our country back on track. So I don't know what else. And that's what made it really come around, full circle, even though we've been supporting him for a while now. It's like, oh, well, look at him back then. Look at him back then talking the same thing. And all the people who were his friends before he decided to run, it was all good. But now, child, please, the fakery is on. But there is no way that I can support somebody who is not honest, not even genuine about who they are as a person, as an individual, in regards to their ethnicity and the things that they said, the things that they could have done while they were currently still in office as that position they've been in for the past 3.5 years, ain't done none of that, but they're going to do it when they get elected. Please, where they do that at?
How can and if you look at the beginning parts of what Kamala, how can you vote for someone? First of all, not to say, like I said, that looks very obvious, but we still going to say allegedly with the earpiece thing. Mm-hmm. But even though it looks super obvious, allegedly, but I don't feel that far-fetched. Based on a person lying and telling the truth. If the woman don't know what kind of the woman ain't dumb, but I don't believe the woman is a great speaker. And so I'm going to say that's real. I believe that to look true. You look at her house situation, all the things that she claimed that she grew up middle class. She don't believe in weapons. She believe in weapons. She didn't believe in weapons in the past. she didn't claim she was a border czar. Now she finally going down to the border. This is foolery. And the people that keep going, the people that's believing this, I don't know if I really could trust your opinion in life with anything, because this woman lied to your face, tell you that the sky is purple and you know it's blue. Well, it's purple.
But I will say, and we can go ahead and wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Is that you want the person that's going to be the best candidate. All emotions aside, all what you feel about a person's race, ethnicity, all of that. That means nothing. That's nothing when it comes to being able to get the job done, what's best for this country. That's what's most important, and she's not your candidate.
And did you know, I saw that I'm gonna just end this on this note. Did you know the original founder of Project 25 is voting for Kamala?
I mean,
he's endorsing Kamala.
Yeah,
not the current founder, but the original founder of Project 25.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Is the one is going for Kamala. He's endorsing Kamala.
Well, that's neither here nor there in regards to.
I'm saying they were so big on Project 2025, which is a think tank. I ain't gonna call it junk. It's a conservative think tank, and they want to tie that to Trump. But then your founder is coming over there and voting for Kamala. So what's up with that? I don't really trust none of the stuff that's going on.
But
to be honest
even
with you.
though, I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with our guy. He is not endorsing Project 25. Period.
We're obviously,
I
I'm
know,
talking
but
about how
so
they.
it doesn't matter
The
if-
left is
who
talking
is-
about they still trying to low key pin
I
that
see.
on him.
Oh,
But
okay.
then the original founder is endorsing Kamala. What do y'all have to
Right.
say? Now they're quiet. I don't see her talking about the Project 2025 in her speeches no more. She takes everything Trump's done and she makes it look like he didn't do it.
Right.
You know, so it's stupid crazy, man. It's crazy, man. All I'm gonna say is, man,
Yeah.
it's getting real
Be
close.
smart.
We got how
Wake
many
up.
days? We got 30 some days.
Yep. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
All right, 2024 be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Peace.